A Republican lawmaker is under fire in Georgia for pushing a bill that says pregnant women should be put to death if they have a miscarriage. Yeah, everyone, from expected moms to political wonks, call it an insult to both women's health and reproductive rights. But attempts at similar legislation in other states raise serious questions. Why is there such a push to hold women criminally liable for a common and natural biological process? Jen Phillips has been covering this controversy for Mother Jones magazines. And joins us now. So, Jen, first and foremost, this sort of thing, it came up before, as I mentioned, in the state of Utah. It failed there. So are Georgia legislators really taking this bill seriously?
Well, that's a good question. The bill is so extreme. I really hope they're not. First of all, it completely overturns Roe v. Wade in the state of Georgia, which is in of itself very radical. But secondly, like you said, it does criminalize miscarriages. It holds women accountable for a process that is totally natural and very common.
So Republican State Representative Bobby Franklin is the man that's pushing this bill, which is also anti-abortion, I need to add. He's already a pretty controversial figure thanks to legislation that he pushed last year, which he tried to make rape and domestic violence victims into accusers. So how does this guy get elected first? And then what's the perception of him drafting this kind of stuff for the state of Georgia, the people that he represents there?
Well, I'm not quite sure how he got elected. I mean, I'm not living in the state of Georgia. As far as how this bill got written, that's a great question. It's very legally kind of murky. I mean, the language is very strange, so I'm really not sure who he used to help draft this bill.
Yeah, well, I used to live in Georgia. I can say, and I know a lot of women that live in Georgia that would find this pretty absurd to think about this. What do you think, though, from your reporting, though, that the bill is actually going to have some headway?
Well, I think it's revolutionary just in the fact that it does completely overturn Roe v. Wade, and it's actually made it to the Georgia State Legislature. I mean, that just in and of itself is pretty radical, and there have been, there's stuff going on in South Dakota and in Nebraska, and it just seems like this Republican war on reproductive rights is not just continuing, but getting stronger.
Well, it's something women need to be aware of. Jen Phillips from Mother Jones magazine. Jen, great to see you. Thanks so much.